Hi friends, happy Friday. We will get started here in just a little bit. It's very sunny. This video will be a stretch and move class. So we'll do a little bit of stretching, a little bit of core work, and just take time to move our bodies. Hello, Angeline. You don't really need any equipment if you want to have a mat or a blanket, since we'll be on the floor. That's a great idea, but just a soft place to be on the ground is wonderful. So I'm gonna do a few things on the computer on the floor. You guys go ahead and get settled, kind of ease into your breath, and just relax. If you have a phone or speakers and want to turn music on, today I'm recommending the Home Sweet Home playlist on Spotify. I did not make it, but I've been listening to it at home the past few days, and it's cheery and calming and wonderful. So put that one on if you have the ability. I'll be right back. Hello, welcome. This class will be a stretch and move class. It will be very gentle. I made a recommendation for a playlist on Spotify called Home Sweet Home. If you have the chance to turn that on, that's what I would love to be listening to and would have on in the background if I was able to for you guys today. The second recommendation I have, I forgot about, at least for this live viewing, is to do it outside. It's so beautiful and wonderful out. I'm gonna play around with doing some lives outdoors in the future, but it's just me here today, and I know that this view and the setup that works here, so we're gonna stay here. I was trying to share it on my Facebook, but that's not working today. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, because it's time. So let's start either laying down on your back or in a comfortable seated position. So once you've come to that comfortable seat or laying down position, just let your body relax. I feel that we hold on to a lot of tension in our bodies throughout the day. And so give yourself an opportunity to sink into the mat with your exhales. Let your body relax down to the earth with your exhales. You can close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Just try to block out any noise from the outside, and that can be physical, audible noise. That can also just be general mind noise and thought noise. You're here on your mat. You're safe inside your home, and we're in this together. Let's set an intention for the next about 30 minutes, I would say. What do you want to honor and focus on during this time? It can be a word or a phrase or a feeling. And if you're not sure what you would like to focus on, I will make the suggestion of choosing the word celebrate. Think of something or multiple things that are worth celebrating through our current situation, despite our current situation, because of our current situation. There's been a ton of change this week, multitude of uncertainty, but we're still here, we're still moving, and it's going to be okay. Next, we'll move into a little bit of breath work. So wherever you are, we're going to do a box or square breath. So I will count this out for us. The way it works is, you will breathe in for a count of 4. You'll hold your breath for a count of 4. You'll breathe out for a count of 4, and you'll hold that end point for a count of 4. Then you'll start over. So it's equal breaths, in, hold, out, hold. And we'll go ahead and get started. So take a deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Do it again, in, 2, 3, 4, hold. Hi friends, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. One more time on my count, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. So that is a breath cycle that you can come to when things start to feel overwhelming, you're feeling anxious. It's a really grounding, calming breath, and it stimulates the calming systems of your body. So now you have that tool in your toolbox. Just take a moment to take a couple of natural deep breaths, whatever feels normal and right to you. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And again. One more time. Good job. You can open your eyes wherever you are, and let's come to a comfortable seat. So we're going to start this particular class with some spinal movement. We'll move in all 3 planes of motion, side to side, front to back, and twisting. Then we'll move onto our backs for a little bit of core work, and then we'll end with some deeper stretches of the hips. So that is how today will go. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms up overhead, and exhale, hands to your heart. 2 more times. Exhale. Sorry, I'm very yawny today. I'm not sure why. Deep breath in, reach up, and exhale. This time we'll inhale up to the top, interlace your hands, press your knuckles to the ceiling, squeeze your head between your arms. Couple deep breaths here, hold it. Don't hold your breath, hold the pose. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep squeezing those palms together, activating through the arms. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, hands come down behind you. Press the fingertips into the mat. Lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. Couple deep breaths here. Two more. Last one, keep pressing those fingertips to the ground, energize into your mat. Last one. Very good. Inhale, reach the arms up again. Exhale, right hand down to the mat, left arm reaches over. Little side bend here. Then we'll inhale, come back through center. Exhale to the opposite side, to the left. Continue to move with your breath. Inhaling to rise up. Exhaling to fold to each side. Make sure that as you lean to the side, you don't roll off of your sits bones. We want to keep both hip bones equally into the ground, so I'm not leaning out of my seat. Inhale up as you reach. Keep those hips locked in. One more time each side. This will even it out for me. Exhale. And then we'll actually go back to that first side, but we're going to hold it this time. So come over, bend to the right, reach through the left arm, look up, and hold for 3 deep breaths. In and exhale. 2 more. Last one. Very good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the left, opposite side. Hold for 3 deep breaths. In and out. 2 more. Last one. Good. Inhale, reach up. This time we'll exhale to twist to face the right. So right hand comes right behind you, press it into the mat. Left hand kind of grabs onto the right knee and you're twisting to face the right. We'll hold this for 3 breaths instead of alternating side to side. You also have the option to take the chin over the back shoulder. Two more. Try to sink a little deeper with each twist. Now we'll inhale to come back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Sit up nice and tall. Left hand presses into the mat behind you. Right hand gently presses on the left knee. Deep breaths in. And out. Last one. And we'll inhale back through center. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now we'll come around to lay on our backs. Roll on back, grab behind the thighs as you gently roll down. Arms can rest in goal posts overhead. As you take your feet wide, bring your knees together and take a few deep breaths in this new orientation to the ground. Again, let your body relax and release fully to the mat. Two more deep breaths. Very good. Let's walk the feet in just a little bit more so they're in line with your hips and not so much to the outside of the mat. The first move we'll do here, as you bring your arms down along the side of your body, we're going to do a few rounds of bridge pose. So let's connect it to the breath. So you'll take a deep breath in here. Fill up. As you exhale, press yourself up to the top of the bridge. Inhale at the top. And then exhale, lower yourself back down. Inhale while you're here on the ground. Exhale, press up. Inhale to hold at the top. And exhale, lower down. Let's go through that 3 more times. Inhale at the bottom and the top, so inhale here. And exhale to move, so we'll exhale to press up. Inhale, hold. Exhale, come down. 2 more. Inhale, hold. Exhale, press. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. 1 more time. Make sure as you press and lower your whole foot on both sides. Inhale, hold. Presses into the mat. Exhale, press up. Whole foot is pressing down, not just the heel, not just the ball of the foot. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lower down. Nice job. Once you get down, just take your knees side to side. Our next movement will be, I'll kind of walk you through the start of dead bug and some pelvic tilts. So for starters, just rest here. Kind of bring your hands underneath your low back. We'll work on pelvic tilts first. So when you inhale, arch your back a lot by rolling your hips towards the bottom of your mat. Then you're going to exhale, pull your hips, if your fingertips are on the front side of your hips. So we're going to start over. Place your fingertips on your hip bones here close to your legs. So when you inhale, I want you to lengthen through the front side of your body so that your fingertips move closer to your legs. When you exhale, I want you to pull your pelvis back down towards the mat and your fingertips will move back towards your shoulders. So inhale, rock your pelvis so that your fingertips move towards your legs. You get a little stretch here, a little arch through your back, and then you exhale, pull down with your core to pull your fingertips back towards your shoulders as you rock your pelvis down and back. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, fingertips move and rock towards your legs. Exhale, belly pulls down as your fingertips rock towards your shoulders. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale, pull down. Hold here. Once you get your spine flat to the ground, you feel a little bit of working through the core. We're going to bring the arms up over your chest and the knees up over your hips. Feet will be in together a little bit and your knees are out to the sides. From here, we're just going to take a few deep breaths, but I don't want your hips to move anymore. So we're going to hold it steady right through the center here. No more movement of the pelvis, but do move air in and out of your lungs. So take a deep breath in and out. But notice my legs don't move, my hip doesn't rock at all. So I'm working hard here, building some core endurance to hold this position. 2 more. Breathe. And there's no room for my hands to slide underneath my back. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Before we rest, we're going to reach opposite arms overhead 1 at a time. Keep working to pull down and flatten through the back. We'll do 5 on each side. This is kind of a tricky move to get without me being able to interact with you and kind of use tactile cues to help you. But if you're watching this either live or at a later date, please feel free to comment on the YouTube video or message me if you have my info on Facebook or on Instagram, and we can try to kind of troubleshoot. I'm happy to get you on a two-way so I can watch what your movement is like. Exhale, relax, bring your arms and your legs down to the ground. Take your knees side to side. We're going to bring that back up to start that over. So inhale, bring your knees up over your hips. Get yourself situated with a nice flat back. Arms come up over your chest. Now we're going to move the legs. So this is part of my prenatal and postpartum work as well, but it's excellent core training for everyone. But it's safe for you mamas out there too. So from here, start to take your deep breaths to practice holding this position, but not holding your breath. And then when you're ready, you can alternate letting the legs move just as the arms did. There's no need to touch the floor. You're just going to move to your end range of motion and bring them back up. Working hard to not move through the pelvis bone. We're just moving at the hip joint. The leg bones are moving, but not the pelvis. So sometimes it may help to put your hands where we did for those pelvic tilts in the breath work and make sure that they stay put. Fingertips aren't moving towards your legs or your shoulders anymore. Good, let's do one more on each leg. Don't hold your breath. And relax, hug the knees to the chest. Should feel a pretty decent burn that way through the core, or a little bit of work anyway. Okay, our last move here on our back is the dead bug. We're going to do 5 on each side. It's a little more brain work sometimes than it is core work because you got to coordinate the opposite arm and leg and try to keep the other opposite arm and leg still. It can be a little bit tricky, but the more you do it, the better it will feel, more natural. So let's come back to our starting position. Roll the hips back, legs up, arms up, and now opposite arm and leg are going to reach long just until you can't hold your position correctly. And then we do the other side. We'll do 5 on each side. Don't hold your breath. Work to keep your spine pressed into the mat. It's okay if it starts to arch up a little bit, but that's when you should be bringing your leg back in. So here I go. There's a little movement through my hips, so I'm going to bring it back up. This will be 3. And 3. Don't hold your breath. Deep breaths. If you want to learn a little bit more about the why behind these movements, you should take one of the Reconnect classes that will be listed on YouTube. Last one. Okay, hug the knees down, rock side to side. Let's take a little happy baby. So bring your arms inside of your knees, reach for the outsides of the feet, pull the knees down, and rock side to side. So you're kicking into your hands just as much as you're pulling your hands down into your feet as you rock side to side. Good job. Enjoy this, play with it. Be good to have a little play time. All right, now we'll move into a little more stretch for our hips. Here on our backs, we'll bring our feet flat to the mat again. Take the right leg up to the ceiling. Bring the hands behind the right thigh and press into the thigh as you also pull back with the hand. So we're having some counter pressure, hand to hamstring. Couple deep breaths. Then we'll bring the right foot down to cross over the left leg. Press the right knee away very gently with the right hand. And then we'll inhale to bring the left leg in closer to your body. So you can hold it right here if this feels good. You can also interlace the fingertips behind the left leg to pull in a little bit more. That's not required. It just adds a little bit of an extra stretch on the right side. We'll take 5 deep breaths. If your mind has wandered away, bring it back to your breath and that intention that you set at the beginning of class. For me and for the class, it was the word celebrate. Just kind of meditate on that word for the rest of this pose. 3 more breaths. On your next exhale, bring the left foot down to the ground. Keep the right foot crossed over the knee, and we're just going to bring the bottom of the right foot directly down to the mat. So you're twisting, the knees moving with the foot, and now we've got this nice little twist, this low back twist here. Couple deep breaths. And on your next inhale, we'll come back through center. Kick the right foot up one more time. Grab behind the right thigh, gentle pull and push. Hands into leg. And come back down. We'll switch sides, resituate your hips through the center if you need to. Inhale, bring the left leg up. Reach behind the left thigh, press into the left hands as you also pull back on the leg. On your next exhale, bring the left foot down across the right knee. Take the left hand, gently press away, just for 2 breaths. And then we'll inhale to bring the right knee in closer to you, kind of roll back onto your tailbone, and the right hands can come around the back of the right thigh, or you can just hold the leg up. You don't have to do the bind behind the right leg. Couple deep breaths here. Send the breath, picture it going right to the spot wherever you feel this the most. And then the breath out takes some of that tension right out of the body with it. On your next exhale, we'll bring the right foot down to the ground. Remember, on this twist, the ankle stays locked into the knee. I'm going to scoot over a little bit so I don't run into my stuff. And then the bottom of the left foot comes right down to the ground in a twist at the low back. Couple deep breaths here. If you feel any pain or pinching, just slowly, carefully come out of the pose. Nice job. On your next inhale, we'll start to unwind back through center. Uncross the leg, take the knees side to side. And then we'll roll over to your side, press yourself up through center. I want to try something in this class that I haven't done before. We'll see if it'll work, if I can see you guys. Do you have Any requests for a pose you want to do, like a final pose before we do resting? If you do, then comment it here. I can see a few things, so I want to see if anything will come through. So, any requests for the end of class before I put you into our final little breathing routine again and final meditation? Miss you guys. Okay, don't see anything yet. So if it pops up, I'll add it in, but we'll start to close class now. So wherever you are, let's come to the pose you want to be in for your final resting pose. Mom's ready for relaxing. Okay, deal. Here we go. So let's talk through a couple of the options for Savasana. Some people find easy seated pose or crisscross to be very comforting and relaxing. So if you would like to sit that way, I might recommend doing it against a wall so you have some support for your back. Please go ahead and situate yourself that way. If you're wanting to lay down, you can lay down on your back with your feet to the outsides of your mat and your knees knocked in together. You can be in full corpse pose, laying all the way out. What else do we have? I really like, especially if you're very tired, putting your legs up on a seat. So the backs of your legs would go, it'd be like this. If this is the chair, your calves are up here resting on it and the backs of your legs are running down the front side, and then your upper body is down on the ground. So get situated how you like. I'm going to talk us through some breath work and meditation again. So once you've found your final position, notice all the points of contact your body makes with another surface. Could be the earth, could be the chair, could be another body part. Then, as we go through this box breathing again, I'm going to walk us through how we started. Focus on your exhales. Kind of picture your body just melting around those points of contact. So I'll count us off again. We'll inhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale and melt. 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4. 4 more times. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Go through that 2 more times on your own. Last time, inhale. Release the control of your breath. Come to any kind of comfortable subconscious breath. We will walk through our 4-point meditation that we do at the end of classes sometimes, starting with a gratitude list. So think of 2 to 3 things that you can pause and appreciate something about. Be very specific. Then we will move on to our love lift, which may be extra special today as we think about someone that we are missing, someone on the front lines, just anyone in your life that could use a little bit of extra love and care. Picture them in your mind, someplace that you both love, you're together, you're smiling, you're happy, you're embracing, and the sun is shining down on you. And bottle that up and kind of send it to them through your mind. Our third point of the meditation is to think of something, again, be specific, something that you need, a thought, a feeling, an action. Think of something that you need today, and then be sure to tell yourself that you deserve to have that. And then we'll end with an indefinite amount of time and space for you to have stillness and calmness in your mind. See what you can hear come back to you from the universe when you let your thoughts settle. I'm going to sign off, but I hope that you will stay and relax for as long as you need. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me.